Are you looking to generate more revenue with your YouTube advertising efforts? Well, on this video, I'd like to share with you how one of my clients right here sent me this text message about how he made a $1,000 deal from the YouTube ads we have running for him. So if you would like to see start to finish how we crafted this campaign, how we set it up, how we went through a bunch of different challenges, and then finally got to this point, because this was a brand new client, never ran YouTube ads before, and we got to the point again where we made $1,000 in a single day. So if you would like to see that progression and see everything start to finish on how we did that so that you can go out there and model it and implement it yourself, then stick around all the way to the end of this video. Hey, what's up guys? Nick Arapkalis here, and excited to have you here. Again, like I said, this was a challenge to get to this point, but you know, it's exciting when you actually get to that point after a lot of challenges. It's definitely rewarding. So like I said, we're gonna be talking all about this. We're gonna basically start to finish from a brand new client, never run any YouTube ads, to making $1,000 in a single day. And we're really expecting some big things from this campaign moving forward, because we see the pipeline being filled up and sales are just it's a matter of time for them. So again, just gonna show you all that, and then obviously I'll keep you updated on this channel on what we do moving forward. So if you are interested in getting updates on this particular campaign and this particular client, make sure and subscribe to the channel. We'd love to have you here. And then also, I do have some resources down in the video description if you'd like to check out more information about YouTube ads and how you can really elevate your game. Of course, we have our Facebook group. That link will be down in the video description as well. But without further ado, let's jump into my computer screen and we will go talk all about this type of stuff. Okay, so here we are on the good old whiteboard again, and we're just gonna break this down and help you understand again the process that we went through in order to achieve these results. So first and foremost, basically, you know, in order to close $1,000 deals, I know this is basically common sense, but you know, obviously we need to have something that we can sell for $1,000. Whether that's a coach, whether you are a coach, whether you have a coaching program, maybe you're a consultant, maybe you're a service provider, maybe you have digital products, maybe you're an affiliate marketer. It could be like literally anybody, but you really need to have something where you can sell for at least $1,000, or, and again, if you are doing some type of selling other people's products, then you need to have something for more than that, because obviously you only get a percentage of the commission. So what I actually recommend as well, and this is kind of what we did with this particular client, is you have two different offers, and I'm gonna be explaining why this is here in a second. But basically you have one that's much more expensive, and then you have one that's a little bit less, okay? So ultimately, this is kind of our packages, our products or services right here. And that's why I want to put it on the back end right here, because it will make sense here in a second. So how do we actually sell these things? Because obviously that's what it's all about, is we're selling our product or service. We're selling something in order to, you know, close a $1,000 deal. Well, the best way that I can recommend, especially for information or anything really that is above $1,000, is I always recommend a phone call. You know, forgive my drawing, it's terrible, I know, but a phone call. I always recommend a phone call, and then we follow a pretty specific script to actually sell people that are interested in whatever topic it is, right? So how do we go about getting people on a phone call? How do we go about getting people on a phone call? Well, we basically have to set up our ads and set up our funnel in a way that really gets them to take action on requesting to get on a phone call and closing deals. So they obviously have to be quite interested in what you have to offer in the first place. And again, we're going to show you this whole process, but the reason that we want to show you this is because of the fact that you have to start from the end and then work your way back, because a lot of people start with just the YouTube ads over here, and we'll get to this. Trust me, we'll get to this here in this video. But a lot of people start here and they're missing everything else. And that's a big reason on why a lot of people will come onto YouTube ads and not have any success. I'm gonna draw one more because it's just bugging me for some reason. So how do we get people on this phone call? Well, basically what we did is we set up a value video that gave them value, as well as gave them a call to action to say, hey, if you're interested in this stuff and you want to take it up to the next level, then schedule a call. So we have this video right here. And then we have an embedded calendar on this page where it basically says, hey, book a call right here. There's just a calendar where they can pick a few different spots. The app that we use is called Calendly. You can get a free account there, or there's a paid version as well if you'd like that. But again, this is a value video that explains to them whatever they're interested in, and then says, hey, here's value, go out there and implement it if you'd like. If you'd like more help with this, then schedule a call, and then you get them on the call, and then obviously again sell them. So how do we get people to actually watch this video so that they're more likely to actually book a call and therefore close the deal? Well, first off, we need to put another page in front of this video that gets them to take a little action before they're actually taken to this video. And so what this page is known as an opt-in page. So there's usually a headline, some text, and then an opt-in form of some sort where they have to put their email in to actually get access to this video. So what happens there is they're added to our email database, and then they're automatically redirected to this page where they can watch the video and then schedule a call. But then our emails will go back to this page because, even though someone comes in and watches this video, maybe they didn't watch the whole thing, or maybe they watched the whole thing but they weren't quite ready to schedule a call. So we can send emails that directs them back to this page and just encourages them to schedule another call. So that's kind of like the funnel side of things, and that's what we need to set up beforehand before we can actually start any YouTube ads. Because again, like I said, a lot of people start with this whole ads side of things and they don't have any of this stuff built out, and that's why they're not having good results with their YouTube ads. So now that we have that, what do? How do we get people to this page? Well, of course, we create ads. And again, why I drew 4 is because I always recommend that you have multiple ads, because what we're looking at is ultimately the cost per lead and the cost per application. So we can track everything in Google, which is YouTube, as we all know. If you didn't know that, then now you know. But basically, we create multiple ads. We create, different openers of the ad, different pattern interrupts of the ad, and we film the ads from different locations, and we offer them different value within the ad. We talk about different things in the ad, and ultimately, we've talked a lot about this. We've talked about this in previous videos, but it's this whole idea about breaking your ads, because let's just say theoretically, this ad is creating $3 leads. This one is creating $5 leads. This one is creating $7 leads, and this one is creating $10 leads. Obviously, we would rather just focus on this ad right there, and then we'll chop off all these and not worry about them because they're more expensive. But the thing I also want to share with you as well is that because our main goal was to get people on the phone, we could basically check data on if people were actually scheduling a call from our ads. So even though this is $3 leads, $5 leads, $7 and $10 leads, this might have been let's just go with $20 applications. This one was $40 applications. This one was $10 applications, and this one was $50 applications. And when I say applications, that means they just booked a call. So, some people, a lot of rookie advertisers will be like, oh, well, this is getting $3 leads, so we're going to go with that one, and we're going to chop off the rest of them, which in turn makes sense for sure. But you also got to look at your other desired results as well. And this could be whether you have an application funnel like I'm showing here, where you're looking to get booked calls. You could do that. But if you had an opt-in page and then this was a sales page where they could automatically purchase something online, then you want to be looking at that as well. So you want to be looking at different numbers and ultimately what's bringing the best ROI. That's all you have to really ever be looking at. So always be looking at that. In this case, our goal was to get people on the phone. And if we can get people on the phone, we know that we can close them down into one of our programs. So we always look at that. And basically, for us, we're looking for the lowest cost per application, cost per call booked, essentially. So then we would cross off all the rest of them and just focus more on this one. And then we'd just be raising the budget once we know that it is a winning ad, right? So that's kind of the gist of it. To give you kind of some perspective on how we went through this is that it was a challenge, like I said before, because what we did is it was kind of a unique niche, and sometimes in this particular niche, ads can be disapproved very easily. So our typical scripts that we use in our ads weren't working and they weren't getting approved. So we had to kind of pivot and use different scripts that we were using in very bland marketing. We weren't showing results or anything like that. So that was a challenge first to even get the ads approved. We actually had to finagle this landing page too, because for whatever Google wasn't liking the images that we were using, and they kept on disapproving our ad for that. The next challenge was we actually got it approved, and then our lead cost was roughly around $20, which was insane. $20 leads is not what we wanted to go for. But we made some changes. Actually, the biggest thing that we made the change on is when we first started out, our campaigns were CPV campaigns. And that's when we were getting the $20 leads. But then once we switched it to CPA campaigns, where we were just bidding on like an acquisition, we were not bidding on just for a view, that's when our costs went down significantly, and our leads actually went down significantly to $2 leads, which was really, really nice. So that way we were building up a big database on our email list, and then we're getting a ton of people to actually book calls. Now, with all of that said, I want to kind of come back to this point right here and why I recommend that you actually have 2 different products or services to sell. Because basically you're going to run through the script and talk to people on the phone and just understand their situation, understand what they're going through, what they're trying to accomplish, and then position yourself as the person that's going to help them get to their goals. That's ultimately the design of a sales call. You're basically showing that there's a gap and you are the solution to get to wherever they want to go. And so what we've done in this particular instance is that we have 2 different offers. We basically have a high ticket offer. He has, control on price, so it can be anywhere from $1,000 to $2,500. But then he's got a course. So this is the coaching offer. He is a coach. He teaches people how to trade the Forex market. And so basically he can do one-on-one coaching, or he also has a course where he sells for $500. So when he's on the phone, it's very important, because like some people, they want to learn and they want to, get their result, but they don't have the money, or they're not willing to spend the money, and they'd rather actually just learn themselves and not have the one-on-one accountability. And that's fine. There's going to be people in different markets, and there's going to be people that want different things. So he can easily sell someone the one-on-one coaching, and they're going to probably get better results. But if they're not quite ready for that, then he can just switch over to his $500 course and say, hey, if you don't want this one-on-one support, but you still want to actually be able to learn the information, we have this program, which is a little bit cheaper and might be in your budget. So that's kind of the gist, guys. Again, just to recap, you want to have something to sell. You want to have multiple things to sell at different price points. Ultimately, you want to get them on the phone, and that's done through a value video and having a calendar embedded on your page that has the value video. You want to put an opt-in page in front of that, so that they actually have to give you their email address so that you can follow up with them and build a relationship. And then that's when you get kind of ninja with the ads. You try all sorts of different things, and ultimately you're looking at lead costs, and then in this case application costs. But if you're selling a low ticket product, you could easily do that as well. So wanted to share that with you guys, and like I said, just wanted to share one of our recent client wins that had just started on YouTube ads and already having results. So it was exciting to see. So anyways, thank you for watching this video. If you guys got value out of this, make sure and share this with some friends. Subscribe to the channel. Let me know down in the comments what you got out of this video, so that I can tailor my content and help you guys more and create different types of content that's going to serve you guys the best. Thanks for watching the video. Appreciate your time, and we'll talk to you on the next one.